Hello and welcome to the Blackstone Solicitors channel. Today we're diving into a question that might not sound like the most riveting topic in the world, but actually has huge implications for leaseholders and landlords. Who pays for a deed of variation in a lease? If you're a leaseholder or a landlord, or you're simply curious about how these things work, stick around. We'll make it clear, concise, and yes, even a little entertaining. Before we discuss who pays for a deed of variation, let's talk about what it actually is. A deed of variation is a formal legal document that modifies the terms of an existing lease. Think of it as editing your lease contract to better suit current needs or circumstances. It could involve extending the lease term, which is very common, tweaking ground rent, or addressing other specific clauses. In short, it's about tailoring the agreement to meet legal, financial, or practical goals. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would I need to change my lease? Well, there are plenty of reasons. First, to extend your lease term. Leases with short terms, for example, below 80 years, can significantly lose value. Second, to adjust ground rent clauses. Some older leases include escalating ground rent clauses that can become problematic over time. And third, to resolve ambiguities. Maybe the language in the lease is outdated or unclear. So, who's footing the bill? The golden question, who pays for all this? Here's where it gets a bit tricky. The answer largely depends on why the deed of variation is needed, and who benefits from it. If the leaseholder initiates the deed of variation, say to extend the lease term or adjust clauses that directly benefit them, they are typically responsible for the costs. These costs might include legal fees for both the leaseholders and landlord solicitors, and land registry fees, if applicable. However, if the landlord requires the variation, maybe to correct a defect in the original lease, they are usually expected to bear the costs. In some cases, the costs may be shared or even negotiated. For example, during a lease extension process, the terms of payment might form part of the discussions. Here's an important takeaway. Every situation is unique. That's why it's essential to get expert advice before diving into any legal agreements. At Blackstone Solicitors, we can guide you through the process, ensuring that your rights are protected and the costs are fair. We hope you found this video informative and maybe even a bit entertaining. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to email us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with all things legal. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.